Hello everyone, I'm the Canadian Gaming Penguin. We have another update regarding the North American and European data center congestions and the next steps that are going to be conducted with regard to the congestion. So we have another letter here from Producer and Director Naoki Yoshida that I'm just going to read through to state what it is that he's saying. So greetings Final Fantasy XIV players, this is your producer and director Naoki Yoshida. I'd like to say a huge thank you for the support from our players around the world, including those of you who recently started your adventures in Final Fantasy XIV. On the other hand, the number of simultaneous logins has continued to hit the upper limit, especially in the case of the North American and European data centers and worlds. And as such, I'd like to provide an update regarding the current situation and the need to designate certain worlds as congested. So, an increased login caps for European data centers. During the patch 5.58 hotfix, which occurred today, maintenance scheduled for August 24th, again as of today, we will be changing the operating system settings for the server configuration of the European data centers, and the login cap will be increased once we have confirmed stability post-maintenance. Furthermore, in late September, we are also planning to replace some of our equipment with high-performance machines to further increase the cap. We've observed considerable levels of congestion on the European data centers over the past few weeks, especially during weekends. Though login queues have been quite long, please rest assured that they are working properly. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we ask that you continue to wait for your turn to log in should you encounter a queue. Classifying all Aether data center worlds as congested. As of the patch 5.58 hotfix maintenance, all worlds on the Aether data center has been classified as congested. Despite expanding the maximum capacity as much as possible and closely monitoring the situation, the number of logins for each world have constantly remained at full capacity, which led us to taking this course of action. This means players will be unable to create new characters on any world on the Aether data center until this classification is lifted. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this will cause for those of you who are looking forward to embarking on adventures with friends. Were the number of characters to increase any further, it could result in login queues taking up to several hours, which is why we needed to take this approach. In the meantime, we kindly request that you consider creating a character on a world within the Primal or Crystal data centers, although we're aware that they are currently quite congested as well. Once again, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this will cause for our players on the North American data centers. Addition of new worlds and other large-scale solutions for each data center. To address the congestion situation, our infrastructure and development teams are working closely to plan large-scale solutions, such as expanding our data centers or adding new worlds. As previously mentioned, however, there is an ongoing global shortage and increased demand for semiconductors, and quite frankly, we are still struggling to source the required equipment. Additionally, the recent resurgence of COVID-19 cases in Japan has raised major concerns regarding our ability to travel overseas for on-site implementations. These setbacks have made it difficult for us to cut down on the time required for implementation. Considering the current situation, we will likely require more time in implementing our large-scale solutions. The circumstances surrounding our infrastructure are far from ideal, but I promise that we will continue to persevere in implementing any solutions we can. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Naoki Yoshida, Final Fantasy XIV producer and director. So, obviously, that is interesting news for the North American data centers, Aether data center specifically, in which you can no longer create new characters on there and it's completely congested. I will say that there are a number of Crystal server world servers that are not as congested, and I believe if you look at the server status here in North America, you can see that in Crystal all of these are preferred, which also means you have the road to 70 buff as well. So if you want to have a quick leveling up experience, create a character on the Crystal Data Center. Otherwise, you were a bit out of luck with the Aether server here. As you can see, it's all congested, and as the symbol here represents, you cannot create new characters. And obviously there's a few as well. That often sometimes it's just with the number of players that are currently online, more so than that. But obviously, as that letter stated, Aether will be semi-permanently for this meantime as a congested status, and you will not be able to create a character. So anyway, I just wanted to let that this piece of information out, as we have now had 3 other letters of this regard, if my math is right, in my memory. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Or listening.